Hello everyone, I'm Michelle from Facebook for Boys and the online coach, and I'm going to be talking to you over the next couple of weeks about posture and alignment and movement. Um, so just talking about that, how many of you are sitting hunched over your phones or over your iPads or whatever device you have? Now you're aware of it and we all quickly sat up straight, didn't we? Okay, so being aware of your posture is half the problem. So as we go through the day, we start upright because we're like, right, stomach's tight, shoulders back. And then as your day goes and you're continually working, for example, you're going to start hunching over. So we want you to start strengthening your back, your core, all of that, so that you can keep that upright posture without even thinking about it. And as Brendan mentioned in his longevity session the other day, it's about that. As you get older, we don't want to start seeing that hump coming. We want you to be aware of it now as a preventative measure. So when you're talking to people, if you're engaging with someone who's stooped, you kind of feel like you don't really want to do that anymore. You want to move away from the conversation. Whereas if you've got someone upright, it's like they're ready to receive anything you want to talk about. So confident, and it also shows confidence. That's it, confidence. You see someone walking around with shoulders back, head high. You want to know about that person. You want to engage with them as well. And for yourself, you feel better. You feel like tighter, firmer, just ready for the day kind of thing. So I want you over the next couple of weeks, just be aware of that. When you're sitting, standing, look at your family members even, just be aware of your posture. That's half the problem. Okay, so if I think about a general overview over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to work in segments down the body. So today is about the neck, specifically technique. Then I'll move to shoulders next week, pelvis, spine, and we'll go through all those elements and how it can affect you and your posture. So technique, what is technique? So they've described it as a syndrome where it's a chronic syndrome over a long period of time. This isn't something that's going to develop straight away. So if you think about you're on your phone or you're constantly at your computer and this starts happening, the head starts jutting forward. Over a long period of time that can cause damage and result in pain. So you'll have neck pain, can radiate down to the shoulders, and I'll speak about it just now. It can go down into mid-back and lower back. Why would this happen? Okay, so I just want to tie up my hair so I can actually demonstrate to you, and I want you to do some of the movements with me. Okay, so you think you're on your phone. This is where we should be. And then, for some reason, it just starts dropping, and our heads start going with it. Now, do you see the angle that my neck is at? Now, imagine a constant stress on the vertebrae and muscles, just looking at your phone for, say, an hour, watching a video, or doing whatever you do, play games, anything. Hopefully something productive, like watching Basefit. That pressure, just purely on all of these segments, will take its toll. On the vertebra itself, if we look at the vertebral anatomy, you've got 7 vertebrae, cervical vertebrae. The first one, C1, everyone always refers to C1 or C7, etc. So C1 is basically your first vertebra. This is where you can have a pivot, a nod, anything like that happening. So, okay, fine, that tilts. But as soon as you start tilting the rest of the neck, that's when the problems come. So that continuous stress, and you think about the weight of your head, bringing in the physics and all of that, the weight of your head now pulling down, dependent on the angle, it's going to cause problems. If you look at vertebra, you've got herniated discs happening, then you've got nerve issues, etc. So now we move on to the muscles. If you think about any kind of movement in a joint, there's going to be one group of muscles that are going to contract and one's going to relax or stretch. So you pull your bicep contracts, tricep stretches or relaxes. Straighten your arm, bicep relaxes, tricep contracts. Okay, so same with the neck. Do the movement with me. Push your head forward. These muscles at the back you can feel are stretching, or yeah, well, they will stretch if you go further down. And the front muscles in your neck will contract. Now keep at that position constantly for whatever period of time, over X amount of days, weeks, years, whatever. There's going to be problems. So that kind of stress on that area isn't ideal. And plus, like I said earlier, it can cause mid to lower back pain as well. So let me just show you quickly. So if you're looking at your head goes forward, the body will shift back to try stabilize that center of gravity. Okay? Then that happens. What starts happening? Anterior pelvic tilt. So it's like a chain reaction down the body. Okay? So that tilt then starts tightening those lower back muscles. The abs aren't strong enough to handle it. Okay? So that's where your other back pain starts. So how do we fix or correct what's happening? So there's 3 ways. First way, where are you holding your phone? Hold it at an angle that you don't need to tilt. Okay? Simple, easy. Second way, you can release the muscles through massage, acupuncture, dry needling. Only if you're qualified, don't try that at home. And then the third way, of course, Facebook coaches love this, exercise and stretching. Okay, so I'll show you one quick and easy exercise. If you watched Jade's stretching video the other day, what did she do? The chin tuck. You bring your chin, do it now. You bring your chin towards your neck and you can feel those muscles, and it actually is quite a relief to feel them contract rather than being stretched out the whole time. And you can do that in the morning, in the evening, why not? But if you have any neck injuries or anything like that, maybe hold off until you check with your doc if it's okay to do those movements. But it's a simple movement. You can even do it through the day while you're at your desk. If you know you've been in a position that's pulled you forward, start doing a few of those throughout the day. Okay, so that's an exercise. A stretch, they call the exaggerated nod. Oh wait, going back to the chin tucks. If you want a bit of resistance, you can always put your hand and push back. Or you can use a towel or TheraBand, which will give you a bit more give, and you just push backwards. And as Mandy said, you can even do those on the Swiss ball. The stretch, the exaggerated nod. Okay, so basically you're just stretching backwards and you feel all these muscles down in the front stretching out. It's like the best feeling ever. Try it. Just try these movements and then you'll see if you're tight or if you feel that this needs a bit of strengthening. You only know if you try. And then just being aware. Again, your posture. So if we go over a quick overview, correct how you hold your phone. Release the muscles through massage or any other therapy with a qualified person. And then exercise and stretch. So chin tuck, exaggerated nod. Okay, so next week I'll be talking about shoulders. We're going to talk about the rounded shoulders or stooped. And then we're also going to talk about, I've seen in quite a few clients, the uneven shoulder, which tends to be a big stress point. So a lot of people keep their stress there. Or it could just be in daily functionings, like ladies, you keep your handbag always on that side, that shoulder goes up. Kids tend to put their backpack on the one side, same thing happens. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it and see you at the next session. Bye.